Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the ones that are coming back, to the ones that are joining. Please subscribe, like, and for if anybody wants to leave a comment, feel free. Leave a comment of topics or issues you want me to address or talk about. If there's something that needs to be changed, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to work with that. This is Positive and Inspiration. I am Angela Jones, and I will help you and be your guide through this journey of inspiration and positive. I want to address callings and blessings first. There's a few topics I want to address. With blessings we get and callings we get from God. A blessing and a calling is gifts. Whether it be like cooking, singing, dancing, music, working on cars, being a doctor, a nurse, a counselor, a therapist, a psychologist, whatever it is, if it's your calling, it's going to happen. You cannot run away from it because sooner or later it reverts back to that one calling. I had a friend that tried running from hers, and now she is facing the consequences and trying to become the person she knows she should become. Blessings, people that are brought into our lives can be blessings. Don't ever take somebody for granted, to be honest with you. Don't take your callings and blessings for granted. Don't take them for anything like that, to be honest with you. If you take people that are brought into your life, especially if it's a loved one that you're trying to be in a fully committed relationship and wants to lead into marriage, do not take them for granted, and do not sabotage your relationship. A lot of people do that without knowing that they are doing it at the time period that they are doing it. Sabotage can be anything of not keeping the effort into your relationship like you know you should, followed to the point of where people are just like, taking time away, not keeping the time, not keeping the peace, not keeping the affection, the love, the intimacy, the commitment, the faith, the belief, and everything that is put into a relationship. If you're not keeping that, if you're not putting forth the effort, then you cannot do it. You can't expect something to work if you're not putting in forth the effort. You give what you get. And what you get is what you give. If you cannot do that, then you're not going to get what you give. So what that means is basically, if I give so much effort and you're giving me less effort, I'm not going to continuously give you effort. It's going to just be done. I'm not going to be doing it. Another thing we do is we try to seek the perfection in people and try to make them into this perfect person. Don't do that. There's flaws in everybody. Work on the flaws that you know that can be changed, and do not worry about the flaws that you cannot. I'm being honest with you. Expectations, lower them, because if you expect things to happen all the time, you are like literally letting yourself down. And everybody's like, well, you should expect your love. Yes, but your love is not always going to meet those expectations because they want to be stubborn and not meet them. So instead of holding on to the expectations, You can either go find somebody that can meet those expectations, or hold on to the love that you love and hope and pray for the best. Don't pressure people. Again, that's not a good way to go. I gave in one of my videos, it's about long distance relationship and solution. In that there is 4 solutions to a long distance relationship, or excuse me, 11, not 4, 11 for the long distance relationship. The 12th one would be, you guys set up to where you guys could take baths together, over videos, eat a meal together over video, go for walks, just stuff like that. Sometimes when we are with somebody, the person may have an issue like panic attacks, or some type of disabled or sickness or mental. Sometimes as a lover, we want them to, the best. So we try to do what we think is better for them by trying to make them work on something that they clearly really don't have any control over. Instead of doing that and pressuring them and making it very stressful for them, accept that part of them and help them cope and get through it when they have them. Show your scenery, talk about now. Don't ever talk about the future. Do not bring something up to start an argument. If somebody's having a panic attack, it means that their heart is accelerating, their breathing is hard, and their head's throbbing. They feel that need to get away from whatever it is that's causing it. Sometimes a lover can cause it without even realizing it. So my best thing for everybody is to not, if you cannot handle somebody like that, don't get with them. If you can, then be the now person at that moment. Like, go, oh, sweetie, hey, I'm outside. Look at the sunset. Look at the stars. Oh, there goes a cat. Whatever it is, to convert their mind from that panic area and start to help them calm down. Again, people sabotage their relationships. If you are taking time away from somebody to put and converting it to something else, if somebody knows that every time they talk, or they're supposed to have a certain time limit with you and around a certain time frame, and something either comes up, something happens, or you basically just put something before that person, eventually they're going to stop looking forward to talking to you, and eventually drift away to where they just don't care. You're like, well, what do you mean? I have people that come to me on a daily basis expressing this. Let's say the person's name's Jamal. The other person's name is Elizabeth. Jamal likes to put a lot of time into his counseling, helping people around him, stuff like that. And he doesn't understand that Elizabeth is really, during certain time periods of her day, she's able to talk to him. And they used to talk on those time periods, so she's used to that. And he took it away from her. And no matter how many times she has asked him not to do it, stuff like that, unfortunately, he's not listening. He doesn't care. He doesn't value her or respect her as a person. Because if he did, he would try very hard to keep those certain time periods open for her. He would message her. He would send her pictures, voice messages, videos, something to always for her to be reassured that, of that. If you need to, set a reminder in your phone. That way you have that time reserved for that one person that you love and you want to spend the rest of your life with. Don't ever, 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 ever sabotage your relationships. Even you might accidentally, that's okay. But once you find out you're doing it, stop doing it. Love each other, work on it. Even when you get married to that person, it's work, not just it stops. You work on it every day, constantly, 24/7. Even when you're sleeping, you're in a way working on it. So just know that it's very vital for a relationship and a marriage or whatever, because it can and will fall apart if you're not given the exact same effort as somebody that's putting into it. I hope this actually helps. If not, again, leave a comment and I will address whatever it is that's confusing you or you want me to address or to even make a video of. God bless you. Thank you for your time. I will be back next week. I really do appreciate the people coming back. Thank you and have a wonderful day.